Do you remember the first time you met G Money?
The first time I met G Money was in the 4th grade. We went to Bakerfield together.
Paint that picture for us.
No, I'm sorry, Park Ridge Elementary.
Paint that picture for us. The first time you met him.
First time I met him, like he was just always, he wasn't a class clown, but he was the old fly tall nigga that always, with 2 goals. He was the youngest nigga I ever met with 2 goals. He that tall fly nigga that's about to just drive you all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And when you met him, was it an instant chemistry?
When I first met him,
yeah.
No, we was cool. We was on some speaking, but it was never like, you know, that's my partner. But we was just on some what up, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Like he known me for like always being a nigga. Like I ain't like he told me one day, he like, bitch, I remember you was about to fight somebody. Like I think that nigga was bigger than me or something. You know, he like, man, you don't never stand down. That's why he always liked me. You know what I'm saying?
Who was rapping first?
G was rapping. G been rapping since he was like 8 years old.
Do people ever think you're related?
Yeah, people always ask if we brothers. So basically, we are. You know what I'm saying? When I came to jail, you know, he don't really like, you know, I ain't gonna say he love his family, but he ain't really stay with them and like you know how families be, got a lot of personal problems, you know, like my family, I got a personal problem with some of my family, you feel what I'm saying? So he really wasn't the type to stay with his family. So when I came to jail, like he was still staying by my house. You know, my mama, his mom, my brothers, his brothers, you know what I'm saying? When we were broke, you know, my clothes, his clothes, my clothes, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's my brother.
But biologically, you were not related?
No, not at all.
I see. Now, when it came to his passing, how were you notified about it? How'd you find out?
I was actually asleep inside my bunk, and I was in Catahoula Correctional Center. My brother, my second oldest brother, he had just got released from prison, so he had been home like 2 months. He called the jail and told the jail to make me call him. So one of the officers called me to the key, woke me up out of my sleep and told me to call my brother. He said it's an emergency. So when I called my brother, he got on the phone, he talking, you know, like he about to tear up. He was tearing up and shit. So he was like, man, you talked to moms? I'm like, no, what up? I'm just waking up, you woke me up. He like, shit, they had a shooting by the studio, man. Nigga say G got killed. So I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear out. You know what I'm saying? Hang up in his face. Call my mom. I called my mama. She like, shit. I knew it was something because this, you know, 7, 8 in the morning. My mama like, she down the street from the studio. I'm like, what you doing down the street? Like, have you been shooting? And I say, so somebody got shot or something? What's going on? She was trying not to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Cause like everybody know, like when I hear something, it's hard. I don't got better with it, but it's hard to control my emotions. You know what I'm saying? I got bad temper, but she was like, supposed to be G. So I hang up on her. I get to calling Cleese's phone. I get to calling Uncle Will's phone. All our closest partners, nobody picking up the phone. I kept calling Will. Uncle Will ended up picking it up. He was like. And he confirmed it. You feel me? He broke down crying on the phone. So when I hear that from him, I dropped the phone. I started walking towards my bunk, and I just broke down on the bunk, and I just broke down in tears. Like you know how a baby cry, and you know how a baby cry just yell. I really just sat there and locked up. You know what I'm saying? In front of 120 grown men, you know what I'm saying? In a real war zone, I broke down. You feel me? That's how it really is. And I'm the type of person, like, a lot of stuff don't move me. I'm nonchalant to a lot of things, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think my life that made me like this, but so it takes a lot to make me show emotion. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot to get a tear out of me. Before then, I don't think I had cried in like a year and a half or something. You feel what I'm saying?
I know sometimes, like you said, you had a temper and you were locked up at the time. It started with tears and breaking down. Did you end up taking your anger out on somebody while you were locked up, or didn't get that far with it?
I had some things going on. You know what I'm saying? Now that particular day, no. I mean I done flashed out on people. You know, bitch ass nigga. You know, flashed out something. But I ain't physically harm anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Just from doing interviews and watching documentaries, I know sometimes people with going through something, they could have a bad day and they take it out on other people.
Right.
I didn't know if that was the case with you or not because of your temper.
Yeah, like I say, I snapped on a couple of people. You know what I'm saying? But like, people respect me for being the person that I am. You know, I never try to fake myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I never try to be anyone else. So carrying myself that way, I have a lot of respect from a lot of individuals, you know what I'm saying? Important individuals and non-important individuals, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect everywhere, from jail, from the streets, you know what I'm saying? So when something wrong with me, a lot of people care, you know what I'm saying? Cause when something wrong with somebody else, you know, I help out. You know what I'm saying? I had an incident when I was in Tensall Detention Center. I had an old man named Uncle Kirby. He was up in there with me from New Orleans, from Uptown. You know, shout out to him for him. You feel me? He had a lady that was like a mother to him, passed away. You know, at the time I was selling drugs in jail. He came up to me and look, man. I said, you ain't gotta tell me. You ain't gotta tell me what's up. I need something to get my mind right. Here, smoke you a fat one. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right. Fall back. You know, ease up. Shout out to him, free him.
When news about his death came out, even in where you were locked up, how did people react to it?
I mean, everybody was in disbelief, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, I can't really explain it, but that don't happen to us in our circle, you know what I'm saying? So everybody was really in disbelief. Everybody really thought it was just a rumor and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So every time they see me, man, what's down? Everybody talking about G, you know? He gone, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
You were locked up. Were you able to attend the funeral at all, or no?
No. Again, the government, you know what I'm saying, Baton Rouge, I was scheduled to go to the funeral, but somehow the day before the funeral, the warden got a call and said I was arrested security. You know what I'm saying? They felt like something was gonna happen at the funeral if I was to come. So they did end up letting me go to the viewing of the body the day before. You know what I'm saying? So I did get to see his body, touch him one last time. You know what I'm saying? Have a little talk with him. But I had talked to him actually probably like an hour or two before he had died. Cause I told you I had phones in jail, so you know. So I'm glad I did have that talk with him. Mm. I just sometimes I wish I would have told him, you know, leave. You know what I'm saying? Cause he actually, a lot of people don't know, the only reason G was in Baton Rouge was because he was waiting on me. I was supposed to get released that week from jail, but being, you know, a rapper from Baton Rouge and, you know, the system being behind after us, they took it upon themselves to say that they was looking after my life, saying that they feel like if I came home, I was gonna either retaliate or get killed. So they said they feel like I should stay in jail a couple more months. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you were able to go to the viewing, are you like in shackles with your feet, your hands?
I was in shackles from my fucking toes to my fucking mouth. I had my wrists and my ankles shackled up.
And a police officer or something escorting you throughout the whole thing?
Two of them. They actually they wouldn't let me see, no one see me come or leave. So they made sure everybody was off the premises except the owner of the funeral home before I go in there and before I came out.
So it was exclusive and private for your viewing.
Yeah. So.
How much time did you get to spend there?
I had got about. They gave me like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes to see my best friend, you know what I'm saying, my brother, the only person that know besides my mother. He really probably actually know more about me than my mother. You know what I'm saying? Every secret detail of me. You know what I'm saying? He know how many times I done got burnt before. You know what I'm saying? He like it's a fucked up situation.
How tough was that for you? That viewing?
I just cried. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a feeling of like you trying to make yourself believe that it ain't real. You know what I'm saying? I just cried. I cried. I slapped them, pushed them, pinched them, everything. Like I know you ain't dead. You feel what I'm saying? I still feel to this day. I still feel like he not dead. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't know. I still feel like he ain't dead.
You talked about how the judicial system kept you in a few more months, quote unquote, for your own safety and that sort of thing. Do they?
So they say.
Right. Do they offer any counseling, any therapy for somebody like yourself experiencing the death of a best friend or somebody close?
Fuck no. Nah, them people don't give a fuck. What they want, they want any type of way to keep you in there so they can keep making their money off you, so they can keep you off the streets, cause you either making no more money to them, or they feel like you putting more crime on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Whatever reason they got, but they really just don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And which is fucked up, cause you know what I'm saying? You don't know if I actually did something. You know, all you got is people saying shit. You know what I'm saying? So you judge me off of that, but actually, you know what I'm saying? I might be a good person. You feel me? I mean, while I was in jail, they had like a roundup. They sent the paper off, so to people they feel like had an influence on their peers or people around them or the city. And the paper was saying that like we feel like you have an influence on Baton Rouge and your peers, so we're gonna have you come inside this courtroom. It had like 100 people from the streets too, so that they brought inside the courtroom. So they pulled me out my bunk. You know what I'm saying? Out my bed. I miss chow and everything. Chow is when you eat in jail. That's what they call breakfast, lunch, and dinner in jail. They pulled me out there. I missed my food because y'all feel like I'm a threat to everybody, and I influence people to go shoot people and kill people. So y'all take me out my cell where I'm trying to focus on getting home and bring me into a courtroom where I got the head district attorney like throwing shots at me. Like, you know how it feel to have the mayor, the district attorney, the chief of police, the every police officer, you know what I'm saying? The Braid team, everybody who official to be in here and have the district attorney sitting there saying, you know, we don't have a thing against rappers. I'm sitting to the side, shackled up. We don't have nothing against rappers, but when you start living your lyrics, that's when we have a problem. And to look at you like that, like you serious? You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be innocent till proven guilty. My cases are open, so you just gonna sit here and just look at me like you did it. You feel what I'm saying? Your job is to determine whether I did it or not. You know what I'm saying? Not to just, You know what I'm saying? You got to prove this. You know what I'm saying? Not just to say it in front of the mayor and in front of all these officials. So now, what if I like I plan on right now? I plan on starting a nonprofit organization. I want to start a nonprofit organization that pays half or most of funerals from gun violence. I want to start an organization where children are given shoes for school to start off school because some are not privileged. Now it'll make that harder for me because I need help from big officials. You feel what I'm saying? But why would they want to work with me? And you telling people, you know what I'm saying, making them paint a picture of me that I'm killing people. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting people. I'm just this evil dude. You know what I'm saying? When you gonna give a person a chance? You know what I'm saying? Just because they from the streets, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You stopping. You're not just stopping my blessing. You might be stopping a little kid on the street from getting a pair of shoes for school. You might be stopping a mother being able to pay for a funeral for a child just because you want to judge me. You feel me? And you don't even know me. You never had a conversation with me. You just up and see a rap video with a black dude with a big gun on a video, and he's just a menace to society. How am I a menace to society? I've never been convicted of anything. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
You were supposed to get out that week.
So my prosecutors told my lawyer.
And how long did they ended up actually keeping you for?
That was September, so October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 8 more months.
And this is while the cases were open. There was no judgment on it yet.
Right. Actually, and then what's crazy, a lot of people don't know with my charges, because it got all type of rumors about my charges. I did this and that to get out. Man, I don't know if a lot of people know the person. Louis Badass, he was a rapper in Baton Rouge. He got killed shortly before I came home. That's who my attempted murder was on. God rest his soul, I've been forgave him. What's done is done. He had, him and his mother had gave a statement on me, you know what I'm saying, that I was a shooter. But within my first 3 months in jail, he wrote a statement saying that he he took a statement back and said that he could not identify me as a shooter. So out the gate, that throws that case off. So you put 2 and 2 together and tell me why I sit 2 more years in jail when the victim tells you, the prosecutors, right on statement. We hired an investigator to go get a statement. He tell you, the prosecutor, that he's not the person that shot at me. You know what I'm saying? Why do I sit 2 more years in jail? When him and his mother come to court, well, I'm not, I wasn't there, but they come and tell you that we're not pursuing charges. Why am I still being charged with this? I mean, but I think the law says, you know what I'm saying, that throws the case out, if I'm not mistaken.
What was your attorney saying?
He said, he gave the paperwork to the prosecutor saying it say Louis Robinson stated that he cannot identify Frederick Giddens as the shooter. You know what I'm saying? His mother, who was also the other witness, we are not pursuing charges. So if you had this right here in your face saying we don't want to charge, he don't want to be charged no more, and he's not the person who did it to me, how can you convict somebody of that? I mean, by law, how can you convict somebody of that? Of something, you know what I'm saying? That's like you being robbed right now. Let's say somebody robbed you. Okay, let's say at first you do tell. I'm not saying that you would tell, but let's say you say that he the person that robbed me. You know what I'm saying? Then you go back and say that don't look like him no more. And that person still get time for that? That's completely wrong. That goes against all law. There's nothing that you can do to justify convicting me of something that the victim says I did not do. If that's the case, a lot of people supposed to be in jail. A lot of people supposed to be guilty. Cause if I just say somebody did it and you just give them time and then you say, you know what I'm saying? No, man, people dirty. I don't know. It's real fucked up in Louisiana. So I advise everybody who talking about moving to Louisiana, all these rappers saying that they want to go fuck off, don't go there, please. For your own, if you want to be free or alive, do not go to Baton Rouge or Louisiana, period. Cause if you get caught with something or you go to jail, they gonna fuck over you. Point blank, period. You can't. And if that person getting out of jail back to back down there, something wrong with them. Cause that place fucked up. If you're a high rapper, you go to jail down there, you gonna get fucked up. They gonna lock your ass down.
What about somebody that necessarily doesn't live there, but let's say it's a rapper, maybe that lives in Atlanta or Texas?
They gonna shine on you.
And they get booked for a show down there. Are you advising also rappers not do shows? Because in the event that maybe something happens...
I advise you, if you get booked down in Louisiana, or really Baton Rouge in particular, make sure it's worth the money. Don't go for no cheap ass price. If it ain't worth if the price ain't worth your freedom, you know what I'm saying, you know you dirty, don't go down there. You know what I'm saying? Tell them they need the other price. You know what I'm saying? That payment they paying you, it better have enough to bond you out of jail for whatever you think you might could go to jail for, and for attorney fees. If it ain't worth it, don't take it. All money ain't good money.
Since you've been released, have you done shows in Louisiana?
Most definitely. I'll say 70% of my shows have been in Louisiana. I just move smart. You feel me? I do what I gotta do. I stick and move. You know what I'm saying?
Do you still currently reside in Louisiana?
Most definitely.
Even though you just gave information and advice to move out?
Right. I'm planning on relocating, but you know, like I said, I've only been home like 4 or 5 months, so with time, you know what I'm saying? I done came home to nothing. I came home with nothing in my pocket. I made money from jail, but the money I had made was locked up, so I couldn't touch it. So I came home to nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I came home, I came out that door with a pair of gray jail sweats, a white T-shirt, and some I think some Nike slippers or some jail slippers, and I went straight to house, took a bath. I had to put them clothes back on just to go get some more clothes. You feel what I'm saying? I came home to nothing but a home. But you know what I'm saying? A home, my mama's house. You know what I'm saying? I still have my car, but as far as clothes and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, I came home to nothing.
Now, originally I had asked you, you know, do they offer counsel? Do they offer therapy? That sort of thing. You said no.
No, they got it, I think, written in paper to where they say they do, but yeah, no. They got a lot of people. If you ask me, every person that is incarcerated for more than a day needs counseling. Jail is like going to the army. You know what I'm saying? You get institutionalized. You're forced to go about certain rules day for day, hour for hour, minute for minute, second for second. You feel me? You made to walk in a straight line every day. You know what I'm saying? At certain time you gotta watch this. At certain time you gotta use the phone. You know what I'm saying? At some point you get this. You take shits at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Who schedule they shits? You know what I'm saying? You ever schedule when you take a shit? Like every shit that you no, right. You know, you ever schedule every meal that you eat every day? You know what I'm saying? You ever schedule everything that you eat for that whole week? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever went home and every single thing that you own is in a drawer in a certain line pattern every day? You know what I'm saying? Labeled. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're made into a machine. You know what I'm saying? Some people, turn into this machine and can't break it. You feel what I'm saying? So they come home still living like they in jail. So that's why they return to jail, because they institutionalized. This is how they comfortable. When I came home, like I was still lacing my toilet. You know what I'm saying? I had to get comfortable back being around, you know what I'm saying, certain people. You know what I'm saying? Certain loud people, because in jail you live by certain rules. You know, respect gets you a long way in jail. So I'm not about to walk past somebody's bed talking. You know what I'm saying? Or if I do, I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, sir." You know what I'm saying? You know, jails it changes you into an animal that has either been trained or like a machine. You feel what I'm saying?
When you say lacing your toilet, what does that mean?
That's when you take the tissue. For instance, like I'm grab this. You take the tissue and you're gonna fold it in two. Cause if you fold it in one, it don't protect your ass as much. You're gonna fold it, and then you're gonna do like around the whole toilet. There's some people use their slippers, but I don't do the slippers because your slippers are dirty. You know what I'm saying? Your feet, they sweat, you know what I'm saying? Germs get on there. But what they do, that's protect you from sitting on that bare toilet, because, you know, them toilets don't really get clean. You might probably got 10 years worth of dirt on there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can get herpes off them toilets. You know what I'm saying? Herpes is a contact disease, you feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Let's say I have it. Let's say I have genital herpes. Let's say I touch myself and I touch your hand. If you don't wash your hands after I touch it, let's say you touch your lips, now you have oral herpes. You feel what I'm saying? So jail, like, it's just diseases and germs everywhere. So you got to do as much as you can to keep those germs away. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard though. My first year in jail, I got shipped to Catahoula. That was one of the holding facilities I was going until I took my time and went DOC. I got shipped up there back and forth. Well, shipped up there 18 times and went to court back 18 times. So that's just between Catahoula, I got shipped 36 times. You feel what I'm saying? So every time I would go to back to the parish, because it's more dirt, because it's an older jail than Catahoula, I get sick to where I'm spitting up green shit and stuff. I'm snot and shit running out my nose all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Now, since you've been released, do you feel like you need counseling or therapy in regards to the death of G Money?
Yes. Yes. Sometimes I scare myself. Sometimes I don't feel human. I never feel human. I feel like I'm. That's why sometimes I say I'm from Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm from somewhere that nobody else is from. I feel like I'm different from everybody. I feel like I'm outside of my body watching myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's two people inside me, and whenever one person take control, the other one just jump out and watch him. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel human.
You haven't had any though.
Not at all. I actually asked why I'm in jail. That's why I'm so. I can tell you that they don't be giving counseling now. I actually asked for it too, cause like sometimes I just feel like. At one point, after G died, I got so hot. I think I was arguing with my girlfriend at the time. I was yelling and didn't know what I was saying. I didn't know what I had to stop, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know what's going on. I forgot what I'm even mad about. You know what I'm saying?
What do you miss the most about him?
Everything.
Is there something in particular, though, or?
Yeah, everything.
Favorite memory of him?
My favorite memory is G.
Could be a variety of memories, but is there one you could share with us today?
I got so many memories of me and G. I can't say I have a favorite. I miss everything. I miss the good and the bad. I can't put out a particular memory because I miss the good and the bad. Like I take them back right now. I don't give a fuck. We used to argue. We would argue every second, and we didn't even like each other. I want them back, and I'll never get that. I'll never get that back. So I feel like everybody should be giving my pain.
You have a tattoo of him.
Yeah. I'm about to go get some more. I'm gonna get G like 3 more times. 2 more times at the most.
How soon did you get that?
You see it?
Yeah. Was that actually done while you were locked up, or?
No, I ain't get no jailhouse tattoo because I believe anything that's put on your body it's on there for life. So you should. I take pride in anything that's put on my skin. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something that's painting my body. It's who I am and what I believe in. So I don't believe in just getting on anything. I look at my body as a beautiful canvas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get him about 2 or 3 more times. I'll probably get him on my neck or something.
Why 2 or 3 more?
Cause I love G Money. Point blank period. I love G Money to death. To death.
How soon after you were released did you get that tattoo?
I got the tattoo I think the same week.
Same week you were released.
Yeah, see a lot of people don't know. I was home a month before I let anybody know I was home. I had things I had to take care of.
Thinking back, was that the right decision making there?
Yes, because if I was to let people know I was home before, see what I did, I recorded and stacked up on music and shot a video so I wouldn't be in a rush and demand. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, jail fucks you up. I'm still fucked up from jail. Like, so I had to break some of that before I was able to be around people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Was that decision making your own call there, or was that people around you that suggested, hey, let's not let everybody know you're out already? Let's give it a month.
That was my call mostly. I mean, I had people like, you know, yeah, but that was my call.
When people found out you were finally home, how did the announcement happen, or how did people know?
I had shot a video called "Shooters on the Roof," and I had the shout out to Straight Up 19, Mr. 19. I had him make a video and document me getting my tattoo and stuff like that. And the day I came home, I had him record me talking and just had it sit up, you know what I'm saying, until I was ready for him to release it. A lot of people seen me though, a lot of kids and stuff, and I was just asking them not to say anything, and, you know, like they respected that, so like I got you.
Did anyone leak the information that you were home sooner than you wanted, or?
If they did, it didn't get back to me.
Somebody watching this, maybe going through the motions of the death of a best friend, somebody very close. Circumstances could be different for everybody, but any general advice here on how to cope with the death of a best friend?
I mean, everybody got different methods. Ain't nothing in the world gonna make me feel better. I'm an angry person. I'm mad as fuck. So I'm more mad than sad. So yeah, I'm mad.
How do you carry on his legacy?
I mean, everything I do is in the name of G. You know what I'm saying? Every day when I wake up, I look at this face on me. You know what I'm saying? I carry that face on me, and I'm gonna carry it on a couple more parts of my body. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do, I think about him.
Has his death changed the direction of your music?
Yes, because I would say because everything that I planned in jail, when I came home, we always planned to do everything together. So when like I got like 100 more songs that I wrote in jail that I haven't did. A lot of the songs got his name in it. Like I got one, I think I said what I said TBG, they label us a menace. And I say, G-Money riding with a hide, trying to catch a body. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I gotta change that. You know what I'm saying? But but I don't like doing it because I make my music on how I feel at that present time. So I probably never even record this song.
Is there any unreleased music of both of you together?
Yes.
There is.
But the producer who recorded it, we're not on good terms, and he won't let me get the music. So if it don't never come out, all my fans, y'all blame Be Real. Please ask all y'all DM Be Real and tell him, give me my music back, please. I don't care if I gotta pay him. I'm trying to pay him, he just won't give it to me.
What's the reasoning?
We on bad terms because that G-Code 2 tape was not supposed to be released until after I came home because I was gonna put a verse or two on it because I felt like that was my last chance to be on G tape, you feel what I'm saying? So, and I felt like I was owed that. I felt like I was owed to be on G tape. I know he wouldn't want that tape out without me on there. And I asked him not to release that till I got home, and he went against that. Be Real is like family to me. He was like family to me. And I told him if he was to put that out there before I got home, that I was gonna wash my hands with him. And I can't forgive you for that.
How?
He an amazing producer though. I cannot take away from that. But I will never forgive you.
How many songs are there of you and him together left?
Ain't no telling. It's at least probably like 10 at least. But it ain't no telling. Me and G we just record our ass off. He still got a video right now of me and G in a boxing ring together. We fighting in the gloves.
Play fighting?
Yeah, we play fighting. But I can't get it because he has it. He said he don't know what he did with it. You know what I'm saying?
Have you made a song about G-Money?
Yeah, I got a song called Father.
It's out now?
Yes, son. I just made another song. It's called That's when I got a call that my dog gone. Too many tears, my eyes just couldn't hold. Broke down, look up to God like why it had to happen. Don't understand about my nigga, well, I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be out months from now. So you first to even hear about that song. I ain't even put it on Instagram.
Is there a title for it yet?
No.
That song, Father, that's out now, how emotional were you creating that song?
I was crying.
Was it, at the moment you created it, how much time were you home when you created that song? By the time you did create it?
I was home like 4 days. But I had already wrote it while I was in jail, but I was home like 4 days.
I see. How did others react to that song? Maybe other family members of him?
I mean, everybody, it's a very relatable song because a lot of people lost people, so it's really not meant for like, I put it out because it was how I felt. Like, it was just to give everybody how I feel. It wasn't to blow up. It wasn't to gain any attention off G. It was strictly to dedicate and tell everybody how I felt about him. You know what I'm saying? How much I missed him.